Hi Sagittarius, welcome to Universal Guidance. It's time for your weekly reading. So let's get started. I have shuffled these cards really good. If you feel compelled, please like, subscribe, or share. So let's get started. I'm going to shuffle these 3 more times. It's going to be a 2-part reading. And I'm going to cut them 3 times. There we go. Sagittarius, your weekly reading. First part. Okay. So, the overall energy of this whole reading is right here, the Queen of Cups. Yeah, you got questions. This is possible water energy, so that'd be Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. But, you know, it might be in your chart, might be around this reading. But more importantly, it's about the energy. And the energy of this card is having questions about love. And this is the only cup in the deck that has a lid on it. That lid has little windows all the way around it. And what's in that cup are answers to love questions. And that's what you have on your mind. This is what this reading is about. It's about answering or love questions, you being focused on things like, what is love? What does love really look like? Am I in love? Or do they love me? I mean, we got to read this reading and find out why this is right in the center of this whole reading. Up here in your highest energy is that 2 of Wands. So this tells me you're looking out over the world. You have the whole world in your hands. You know the whole world is available to you. But it feels like you're looking for your love. That's what it feels like. You're wondering, where are they? You know, there's a whole big world out there, and you know they're out there somewhere. I think there's a Moody Blues song about that. I know you're out there somewhere, somehow. Okay. Well, anyway, I'm not a good singer, so I'm not going to sing. Then we have the 7 of Swords. This is on the back side. This is also next to the 8 of Cups. So it feels to me that you were in a relationship that was deceitful. It was sneaky, or there was some lying or cheating or something like that going on, and either you or them walked away from it with that 8 of Cups. So you're ready. You're looking out there and you're like, where is love? What is it supposed to look like? When is it going to come in? That's why this Queen of Cups is right in the center. You're like, am I going to recognize it when it comes in? We also have the Page of Pentacles right under the 2 of Wands. Now, you are examining, well, for one thing, you want a commitment. You want a stable and secure relationship. I feel like this past one didn't have that. This Pentacle is also examining and dissecting. It's like looking at it like a crystal ball, and you're really wondering, what is it going to look like? You know, you're like, I've tried these different love scenarios here. I think the last one was sneaky. You walked away from it, and you're ready for the real thing, but what is that going to look like? On the other side, the Queen of Cups is the 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, it feels like you were in this other relationship for quite a while. You almost felt tied to it in a way, kind of stuck in this relationship. Perhaps that they were not doing their fair share either in this relationship, monetarily or emotionally. So this is under that 8 of Cups. Part of the reason of the walking away. Part of the reason you're left wondering about love. So under the Page of Pentacles is the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is healing. You've done a lot of healing. That's part of this examining, you know, the past, examining what has happened, looking and trying to figure out what is love going to look like. You're ready. You're ready. You have the world in your hands. You're looking, but that's, you know, all I see so far in this reading. You have meditated, you've spent a lot of time alone, you've prayed. This is a very spiritual card. There is stained glass windows in this card. This is spending a lot of time alone and really trying to sort things out in your mind. I have the Ten of Swords right next to this. This other relationship, I mean, it hurt you. It left you feeling, you know, like you had all these swords in your back, that sneaky behavior. This is under the Queen of Cups, part of your love questions. And I think part of that is how do you recognize the wrong thing when it comes along, okay? So I like seeing the Ten of Swords because that means these swords are going to start falling away. And that comes from all this healing that you've done. So these swords are going to start dropping off. There's no 11 of Swords, okay? So they're going to start falling away. And now, Sagittarius, this is you, King of Wands, whether you're male or female, holding that staff of new beginnings. You're ready. Like I said, it starts up here where you're ready. You have the whole world in your hands, but you don't know who to share it with, your world, yet. But you have that staff and you are ready for this fresh new start. Totally, totally ready. You're healed. Let's take out the second half of this reading. Sagittarius. You've taken such a long, hard look at this past relationship. And I think you've learned a lot. Okay, second half of the reading. Oh, you have. You've definitely learned a lot. Okay, so up here in your highest energy is the Strength card. It took a lot of strength. You knew what you had to do. You knew. And that was, I think you walked away. I believe it was you. You knew because of this sneaky behavior, you knew what you had to do, and it took a lot of strength to do it because you were in this relationship, it looks like, for a while. If this doesn't sound like your reading, then check your moon or rising signs. This is a general reading, so it's not going to resonate with everybody. So this is the Strength card, the card for Leo. Leo might be in your chart, might be around this reading. But you knew what was going on, you knew what you had to do, and you found the strength to do it. And I think that was the walking away. Also, you found the strength here. That something else that you knew that you needed to do is work on yourself. You needed to focus on something else. Put your energies into you instead of this deceitful energy over here. While you're focusing, you're working on yourself. Here you are again with the confusion and love, trying to figure out what it is supposed to look like, what it is supposed to feel like. So you're doing your work, okay? You're doing what you're supposed to do. Under the Strength card here, I think this is why it took so long to get out of this other relationship. I have the Five of Pentacles here. You didn't want to be alone. You were like, it's almost like a fear, you know, not wanting to be alone. But this is a card of loneliness. This is a card of being left out in the cold, and perhaps you didn't want to leave them out in the cold either, or leave them alone. Whoever it was that was being sneaky and deceitful in your energy here. and that you walked away from. There could have been a third party involved. It had the Three of Swords. Regardless, it broke your heart. It was hard to do. But you did find the strength, and you did do what you had to do for you. You're working on you now. I have this pentacle, the Ace of Pentacles, right below, you know, that Seven of Cups, right next to all this hurt. That's why there was never a commitment. There was never a groundedness, a security, any stability really in this past relationship. You need this. You have figured this out, that you don't want love without stability and security. You know, that's something that you've learned and figured out. So under this Five of Pentacles is the Tower. This is next to you, holding that wand of new beginnings. You're moving past the Tower card. The Tower was being alone. The Tower to you is being left out in the cold, lonely. You know, I think you're finding out it's not as frightening as you thought it would be. Because now you're ready. Like I said, you are ready for a new beginning, a fresh start. You're moving away from that Tower moment here with the Six of Swords, away from the rocky waters, towards smoother, calmer, and a more peaceful place in your life. And you're doing it for you. You're moving away from the broken heart. You're moving away from the Tower moment. And, you know, you're not alone. You thought you were going to be alone. You're not alone. You have your guardian angels and spirit guides all around you. They're helping you. They're helping you to move forward. They're protecting you. You're not alone. So, this Temperance now, the card, this is the card for Sagittarius. This is your card, by the way, is right under the Ace of Pentacles, all that security, stability, a committed relationship. They're trying, they're working really, really hard. They're trying to bring that in for you. So you have good things coming up, and you are getting bad things behind you. So Sagittarius, that was your reading. Thank you for watching. Universal guidance.